Okay, so I just got in some insane stuff to show you guys. In fact, let me show you what I'm working with. Yeah, a lot of boxes and even a bag. We've got some early Jordans and a sneaker that you guys just would not stop going on about, so I got them in. Let's kick this off with a sneaker that actually turned out to be a pretty big disappointment. I don't know if you guys caught one of my latest videos, but essentially I was ranking all of the most comfortable sneakers I could possibly find. And in the process of creating that video, I had to try out a bunch of sneakers. So I decided to purchase this pair of shoes. And actually, I don't even think these things have dropped in the US just yet. This is the Adidas Alpha Boost V1. It's kind of getting blown out on camera, but essentially this sneaker has just released. And it got me super hyped up because the kind of marketing behind this pair of shoes is Adidas combined all of its best cushioning technology into one sneaker. So it's kind of this hybrid sneaker with 5 of the best Adidas cushionings in it. It's got Boost, it's got Bounce, it's got Adiprene Plus, and it's also got Adi Wear, as well as one other cushioning, which I can't actually remember what it is, but I'll put the text up on screen. Either way, what I'm trying to say is that this thing was hyped up and it was supposed to be an extremely comfortable pair of shoes, but turns out it didn't even make my list. Long story short, it's not the most comfortable sneaker ever. It's not that bad, I gotta say. It's definitely comfortable, but it's just not exactly what it was cut out to be. Either way, I don't think these have dropped out in the US, so everybody who kind of asked me about this pair of shoes, well, now you know it's a pretty mediocre pair of Adidas sneakers. This is a pair of sneakers that I've actually been sitting on for a while. These things got delivered ages ago. Damn, you actually get a really crazy box. Take a look at that. You've got a plastic sleeve. As you can see, it says Undefeated special paper. Oh yes, this is the Nike Air Force One Undefeated collaboration. Holy hell, these things are absolutely wild. It is covered in all over patent leather and it's just so colorful. You've also got some extra laces which are orange, and this one is the iced out outsole one. There's another colorway which I believe has a gum outsole or some kind of darker color, and typically I would look at this pair of shoes and be like, yeah, that's a little bit too much for me. I'm actually like pretty surprised. I like these things a lot more than I thought I would. Like, you would definitely have to break these things out with a very specific outfit, but I think these are actually pretty sick. I've got a D-Boss Undefeated logo at the back there. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think of this pair of shoes. It is wild. It is crazy. Let me know if you did go for these things. I don't even think they sold out. All right, we got a couple clothing pieces before we move on to the rest of the sneaker pickup. So let's see what we got here. I believe this was part of the Travis Scott collaboration. I actually think they did a pretty good job with the Jordan brand collection. Normally, I'm not a big fan, but I did think that this piece was something that was pretty cool. So let me show you what I got. This was part of the Travis Scott Black Phantom drop, and this is the woven jacket. I had no idea that this was some kind of bedazzled jewel thing going on. These kind of like bedazzled little jewel sticky things that like your little sister would have. Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of that. My favorite part is the back of this jacket. It kind of looks like it's spray painted. I believe I got a size medium. A bit tight. I don't know, it's kind of cool. It's a little bit long. I wish it was a little bit more cropped. Man, if it wasn't for this freaking bedazzled jewel thing on the chest. The jacket itself is actually fire, even though I think it's a little bit overpriced. I'll try it on with a couple different outfits, see if I want to keep it or not, but at the moment, I'm really just not liking the bedazzled jewel things. Let me know what you guys think. I've been thinking, and I've got this question to you guys because I really don't know what to do here. I really want a pair of Travis Scott Jordans in my collection. So, the question is, should I keep the Black Phantoms or should I sell them and buy the reverse mochas? Now, keep in mind the price difference. Let me know down in the comment section. All right, next up, we got another clothing piece. I've been waiting ages to figure out if this is the next coolest hoodie that I'm gonna own. The brand is called Root-Attelier. This is their latest double layer hoodie. Man, this feels like it's gonna be cozy as hell. I might just actually throw it on now just to make sure that I have the right size. This is actually really dope. I kind of thought like this being a double layer hoodie, it might be a great alternative to the Yeezy Gap hoodie. Definitely not as cropped as the Yeezy Gap hoodie. I believe that this is still a little bit cropped. It's a little bit less heavy, but you can definitely feel the weight of this hoodie. It definitely feels good quality. I'm a big fan. Root-Attelier, they are actually a sick brand. They've got a lot of sick stuff. A lot of you guys suggested this brand to me. This is a size medium, by the way, guys. If you can see in the B-roll, it fits pretty damn perfect. All right, next up, we've got a pair of sneakers that I had to pay resale for. This is probably one of the craziest sneakers that have dropped this year. Very interested to see these things in hand. This is a huge box. It says safety deposit box. The little off-white branding all around the side. Swing open the box. As you can see, you've got some more Nike and off-white branding. Take a look at these. Man, they are huge. The Nike off-white Terraformer. Take a look at the underneath, which I think is like one of the coolest features of this shoe. It says tread lightly, and that actually looks so cool on camera. That might actually be the thumbnail. The spikes are back, of course. Another off-white sneaker full of spikes. I think this one, unlike the off-white Air Force One mids that I think you could have just kind of like shaved off all of the spikes, I don't think you're shaving these off. There just seems to be way too many spikes in order for you to do that. These things are actually way more interesting in hand. Like, you can see so many more of like the details that make up this sneaker. This is actually Virgil Ablohs' first original design with Nike. You know, like how all of the other collaborations are on already Nike existing models like the Air Force One, the Jordan 1, the Jordan 4. Something that I didn't even notice from the images kind of underneath the laces. It's actually a zipper, which is really interesting. It's something I never noticed. This is definitely not a sneaker for everyone. In fact, I think most people are gonna kind of think this sneaker looks too crazy to actually chuck on feet. But I gotta be honest, I think that these things might become pretty big in the future. Either way, let me know if you went for this one. There was actually two different colorways, this white one and then an all over brown one. This is definitely my personal preference. All right, final pair. This is an early pair of Jordans. Okay, so we've got a special box, which is pretty cool. So Jordan Brand starting the year off okay. We'll have to see what the sneakers are like. Let's pop open the top. This is the Jordan 1 True Blue. Nice. You do get extra laces, a white pair, and then laced up on the pair of shoes, you've got the same kind of true blue color that you find on the outside. It's a really strange blue, to be honest. It doesn't look that blue, I guess. Like, for example, let me compare it to a couple different blues from Jordan Brand. There you've got the Georgetown 85, Hyper Royal pair of Jordan 1s. You can see, how about the powder blues? You can see way different, obviously. Hopefully those other blues will kind of give you a reference. I don't think I've ever seen a blue like this on a pair of Jordan 1s. I could be wrong. Definitely not bad. In fact, it works with the gray pretty nicely. And I was kind of thinking like the deal breaker is the materials, and I'm happy to report it's not that bad. It's not as bad as I was expecting. Let's put it that way. The white feels a little bit softer than the outer leather, like all of this blue material that you find on here. Something that I didn't notice was actually all of this gray material is all over suede, which is pretty interesting. But to kick off 2023, why not? It's definitely not the worst colorway out there. Let me know what you think of the upcoming Jordan 1 True Blues. These are going to be dropping, I believe, mid-January 2023. Either way, guys, that pretty much wraps it up. Thank you so much for coming through, hanging out for yet again another one. Thank you for liking, commenting, and of course subscribing. I'll catch you guys in the next one. But until then,